Thank you very much for my introduction. On 7 December 1941, I was on the Tennessee, which was moored in front of the Arizona. The West Virginia was moored outboard on our port side, and in front of us was the Maryland with the Oklahoma outboard. I was to spend the day cleaning in my boiler room number 7, getting ready for Admiral's inspection on Monday, 8 December. About 10 to 8, I walked around the forecastle deck for some fresh air. As I was coming down the ladder to the main deck, I noticed an airplane coming out of a dive on the north end of Ford Island and coming over us. The airplane had large red circles on its wings, and I thought the Army Air Force was really doing some very realistic exercises. Thinking no more about it, I went down to my boiler division quarters waiting for 8 o'clock. No sooner had I sat down, a clarinet player from the Morning Colors band came running through our compartment yelling, "The Japs are bombing us." We all thought he had just gone berserk. Then the first torpedo hit the West Virginia, impacting it against the Tennessee enough to boost me off my bench and onto my feet. All us machinery space guys had to get down the one-access space. 5 of us got down to our general quarters station, boiler room number 7. The oil burners were being lit, and I was reinstalling the manhole cover to the double bottom that had been removed for the Admiral's inspection. I was a phone talker for our boiler room, and I had contact with the smoke watch guy up on the navigation bridge. Soon he was describing the horror scene, the Arizona and the West Virginia on fire and sinking, and the Oklahoma capsizing. Shortly after 8, a 1,500-pound bomb hit the Arizona and caused the forward main battery powder magazine to blow up. The concussion down our smokestack blew the fire into the boiler room, singeing a lot of eyebrows, and all the force-draft blower was filling the room with yellow sulfur smoke. About 9 o'clock, the smoke and the heat from the Arizona caused the bridge detail to leave the bridge, and I lost my contact with the outside world. The oil from the ruptured hulls of the Arizona and West Virginia was burning on the water surface around the after end of our ship. Monday morning, general quarters was secured, and I was put on a work party scraping charred paint in the officers' quarters caused by the oil surface fire. I escaped for a while and went topside to the 5-inch iron aircraft deck. The 5-inch shell casings were knee-deep all over the deck. The weary gun crews were still on station. The paint was hanging in ribbons from the gun barrels, melted from yesterday's continuous firing. On Wednesday, the bodies began floating, and many boats were picking them up. On 20 December, the Tennessee, Maryland, and Pennsylvania left Pearl Harbor for stateside repair. The Pennsylvania went to San Francisco, the Tennessee and Maryland went to Puget Sound Naval Shipyard. On 28 December, I was on watch in boiler room number 7, and we were entering the Straits of Juan de Fuca. Suddenly I heard a torpedo coming at us from starboard. I thought I had about 2 seconds left to live, and I was so frozen in fright I couldn't yell torpedo attack into my phone to broadcast the attack. It was a great relief to hear the torpedo go right under our ship and out the port side. Then I heard the second torpedo coming, and I was refrozen. The second torpedo followed the first and passed under the ship. Again, a thankful relief. Shortly after this, we were moored in the Puget Sound Naval Shipyard, and very thankful to be alive. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen, both Richard and Tom, for your inspired words and remarks. I think somebody upstairs likes you. Whirring nearby torpedoes, signed from the Arizona to the USS Tennessee. And now one of our great survivors and speakers here tonight. Our next speaker, ladies and gentlemen, very distinguished, very handsome, tall, dark, and handsome.